We're continuing our conversation about your internal why and what that does for your business and why that is so important. I think the last couple of days have been very, very, very good. We've been giving some good examples. Yesterday, I gave you a client example, an actual client example of mine of how the internal why completely revolutionized her business, took her from 3 million to 10 million. So that can just tell you how important the internal why is. Today, I'm gonna give you a real world example that is not a client, but a company that you all know. So stick around, it'll be a great story to really give you an illustration of your internal why and why it's so important for your business. All right, stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Tremain Show. I'm Tremain Davis, and we've been having a great discussion over the last couple of days about your internal why. It all started with a statement that I made that said, it's from a guy named Simon Sinek. Great guy, you should read his stuff. But the statement goes, it's your business is not about what you do, it's about why you do it. It's about why you do it. And that particular statement, which he says often throughout his talks and throughout his books, again, I've read most of his stuff, and would definitely recommend it for you as well. But that particular statement really sparked me wanting to do a series talking about your why, your internal why. What drives you, what drives your business internally, and how do you use that to take your business to the next level? All right, so I'm gonna give you an example today. Yesterday I gave you a client example. Today I'm gonna give you an example of a guy named Elon Musk. Elon Musk. A lot of people may have heard of him. Some people may have not heard of him. But he is the guy who owns a company called Tesla and another company called SpaceX. So he owns a lot of other companies, but those are the main two that are in the news all the time. So you may have heard of Tesla, the car company, and SpaceX, the space rocket company. He owns both of those companies. Again, his name is Elon Musk. You can Google him and you can read up on a lot of his stuff. He bases everything he does on the internal why. This is why I wanted to highlight him today and really talk through some of the things that I've heard him say in accordance with what we're talking about today. So I'll give you one example, and I think this is a great example that will help you really kind of start working through and working on your internal why and really kind of understand why it's so important for your business. So Tesla, which is literally, I think as I'm making this recording, Tesla is the most valuable car company in the world. A company that is right here in the United States, a car company that started probably 15 so years ago in California, excuse me, is now the world's most valuable car company. More valuable than Toyota, more valuable than, Honda, more valuable than Lamborghini, more valuable than all of them. So Tesla is the big dog when it comes to valuation in car companies right now. And so a long time ago, so let me give you Tesla's mission. This is why this is so important. His mission, which is the internal why, and we'll talk about mission and vision in the next, ensuing episodes. I really want you to start working through what your mission is for your company, what your vision is, and really start thinking through why you do what it is that you do. But his mission is to help the world transition to sustainable energy. That's the mission of Tesla. That's why he does what he does. He just wants to help the world transition into sustainable energy. So no more gas cars that cause a lot of pollution. He wants all cars to be electric. Oh, so by the way, if you don't know, Tesla is an electric car company. So all they make is electric cars. They don't make any gas-powered cars, which is something that helps to save the environment, which helps with things like global warming and, all of those different things. So it's a big environmental play. The world is transitioning off of oil and gas and transitioning into solar and electric and wind power, things that are much more renewable and much more sustainable. So the goal of Tesla, I'm talking about when he started the company back on day one, his mission was to help the world to transition to sustainable energy. That's the mission of Tesla. It always has been, always will be. So why is that so important? Because just making that decision to have that as your internal why has been sort of a North Star for his business. And a lot of the decisions that he's made have come specifically from his mission. And I'll give you one example. So Tesla makes their patents open, so any other car company or anybody that wants to get into making electric cars can go look at Tesla's patents. They don't have they don't have them locked away in a secret vault. They don't have them under lock and key at Fort Knox. You can just go look up Tesla's patents and try to make your own car company. You can go and do that right now. The thing about Elon Musk is, this is another thing that he said. He said that, this is such a big thing, transitioning transportation into electric, that Tesla can't do it by itself. So even though Tesla is the largest car company in the world, Elon Musk has clearly said that we can't do it by ourselves. So that's why we make our patents open, so that anybody can go and start their own car company. We need help. We need more companies, more competition, more people to do what we are trying to do. So why is that important? This is where it gets really good. Why is that important? That is important because he let his mission drive a decision that most companies would just, would not, they would let the numbers, or they would let something else drive that decision. So the decision is that he made his patents open. Now, most other companies, when they have patents, they try to lock them up, or they try to have a secret sauce. They want to have an edge. They don't want anybody to know what they're doing, so that they can come out with their products the special way that they are. He decided to make, they spend billions of dollars in research and development, billions of dollars in making, new products and new services and everything. And then he puts those patents and makes them available to all new businesses and new entrepreneurs that want to try to get into making and building electric car companies, because you can use Tesla as a blueprint. And so the reason, this is what gets so good, the reason that he made that decision, which is different from pretty much everybody else, is because of his mission, which is to help transition the world into sustainable energy. That's something that he knows that even if Tesla even if it becomes the biggest car company in the world, it already is the biggest car company in the world. And he still realizes that he cannot do it alone. There have to be other companies who can do what they're doing in order to really transition the whole world into electric or sustainable energy. So he's made, because of that, because of his mission, because of what he set out to do, he's made all his patents available to anybody who wants to go and start a car company. So that is an example, and I can go deeper into it, but that is an example of how a large company that is traded on the stock exchange, that is in the S&P 500, the biggest car company in the world, how that one company is letting their mission drive their decision making. So why am I saying all of this? Because as a business, as an entrepreneur, once you start getting into your business, you have to let your internal why, which is your vision, which is your mission, which is a purpose statement, those type of things, you have to let those things be what drives your decisions. It can't be all about the numbers all the time. It can't be all about getting $1, making a few bucks. You have to make decisions based on what your mission is. That's how you stay true, and that's how you connect to people. That's how people connect to your purpose, because you're always staying true to your mission. Now, if Tesla would have tried to keep their patents away from everybody, or if they would have tried to keep what they do as a secret sauce or something that nobody else can access, then that would have been inconsistent with the mission of the company, which is to transition the world into sustainable energy. Elon Musk even talks about that. He even said, because he was asked one time in an interview, and I remember this interview, he did an interview with the Air Force. He was doing some work with the Air Force, and one of the generals asked Elon Musk, he said, why do you make your patents available to everybody? Doesn't that hurt the business? Shouldn't you have some secret sauce? And Elon Musk clearly said, if we made our patents not available to everybody, that would be inconsistent with our mission. That's it. That's what he said. And that is so powerful, because here it is, a billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company that is making decisions based on what the mission is. And so many companies get this wrong, because it's all about, well, how much money will I make? How is that going to add to the bottom line or take away from the bottom line? You have to be thinking about your internal mission your internal why, when you are making decisions for your company. So I just wanted to give you all an example of a real company out in the world, out in the wild. I gave you an example of an actual client that I had yesterday, but now I'm giving you an example of a company that you can see on TV all the time, and how they use mission and how they use their internal why to drive the decisions that they make day in and day out. Now, what does that mean for you as a business owner? As an entrepreneur, you're always going to have a North Star. You're going to have something that's guiding you down the path of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is this windy, zigzaggy thing that doesn't have any sort of rhyme or reason. But you got to have something, and that's where your internal why comes in. You got to have something that you're looking at. So as you're zigging and zagging all over the place, you got to have one thing that's fixed, that you're always focusing your business on. As you're winding, as you're zigging, and as you're zagging, you're always looking at this one thing that's guiding you. That's your light. That's the place that you're trying to get to. And that's what your internal why does for you and your business. So day in and day out, as you're going over here and going over there, making this decision, making that decision, you've always got one thing that's guiding you down the path, one thing that you can always look to so that you can feel like you're making the right decisions day in and day out in your business. All right, so like, subscribe, share. Please send this information to all the entrepreneurs that you know. Having an internal why is literally a game changer for businesses. This is how you actually take it to the next level. It's okay to go out here and make money, but if you want to do it sustainably, if you want to take your business to the next level, if you have hit a plateau, if you are an established business, an established entrepreneur, and you're watching this, and you want to take your business to the next level and you don't know how, I would suggest that you think about your internal why. Think about why you're doing what you're doing, and see if you can connect your business to your why. I'm telling you, that combination right there is explosive, and it generally leads to really, really good things in your business. All right. As usual, the best form of support is just you being here with me today, and I really appreciate you. Got to make sure I get that in before I end the video. I love that you all are following. I've been getting a lot of support, a lot of DMs, a lot of texts, a lot of emails, a lot of comments. And I just really appreciate you all for taking this journey with me. All right, I'm Tremain Davis, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. This video is brought to you by Davis & Davis Investments and Management, a full-service business solutions firm. So whether you need one-on-one business coaching or training, or whether you need business strategy development, or if you just need to learn how to shoot professional videos from your iPhone so you can move some of your content online, we've been helping businesses win for over 10 years. So click the link below, grab your free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.